Hello all my beautiful little unicorns and welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time that you're on my channel, my name is Vanessa and I and I would like to welcome you into the fam. So guys, today's October 2021 prediction is designed for all of my beautiful single babies of the zodiac. And we're going to be figuring out exactly what or who is coming into your love life during the month of October. And in order to help you be as prepared as you possibly can be for the upcoming month, I have prepared 4 groups that you can choose from, and I would like you to pick one of these 4 groups intuitively. So just go with whichever group and crystal that you feel the most drawn towards. But before I introduce you to the 4 groups, I have an exciting announcement for this video. So for all my beautiful singles out there, if you would like to treat yourself to some crystal jewelry during the month of October, I have a discount code for all of the crystal jewelry that I'm wearing today, and of course also my other crystal jewelry styles. So you can use that to purchase crystal jewelry for yourself or a loved one. Just to reiterate, this code is for all of my beautiful single unicorns, so it is exclusive to this video and is only valid up until October 1st. So make sure you use the discount code below for all of your crystal jewelry orders. And if you're new to crystals or you would just like some help on picking the right crystal for you, your needs, and your intention, please do feel free to send an email to my company BowLife, and either I or one of my team will get back to you and help you out in order to ensure that you end up purchasing the right crystal for your individual needs. But coming back to your October singles love prediction, I'm now going to introduce you to the 4 groups that I have prepared for you today. Group number 1 corresponds to the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck as well as the Red Jasper. Group number 2 corresponds to the Green Witch Oracle deck as well as the Aquamarine. Group number 3 corresponds to the Affirmations Tarot deck as well as the Amazonite, and group number 4 corresponds to the Gentle Heart Tarot deck as well as the Pyrite. And of course, as usual, the timestamps to all 4 groups can be found down below in the description box as well as pinned to the comment section for quick and easy access. So I will now give you a moment of privacy to meditate on the 4 groups. Feel free to pause the video right here to meditate on the groups if you feel like you need a little bit more time, and I'll speak to you momentarily. So by now you've hopefully selected one of these 4 groups from which we are going to derive your October singles love life prediction. I will be starting off the readings with the first group, which corresponds to the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck and the Red Jasper. So if this is the group that you chose, then keep on watching. And to all of my other beautiful groups, I will catch you at the click of your timestamp. Hello group number 1 and welcome to your singles October prediction. So you chose the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck in conjunction to the Red Jasper crystal. Let's do a quick close-up of the crystal of your choice so you can get acquainted with its energies and vibration. This is the beautiful Red Jasper. This is a rather porous stone, and this is one that can help absorb any unwanted energies and turn them into more inspired energy for you. But let's move into your reading so we can figure out exactly what's coming towards you in love during the month of October. I'm excited to figure out what's in stock for you. First up, we have the 2 of Pentacles. So in the 2 of Pentacles, group 1, I can instantly see that October is going to be a month where work-life balance is at the epicenter of your concerns. You're trying to ensure that you're making enough time for both. You're making enough time for love, but also, of course, work and your professional life. And the 2 of Pentacles definitely shows me here that there will be a little bit of a strain, if you will, in October between the 2, and you not being sure which to focus on more. But maybe you don't have to make up your mind. Let's move further into your reading to figure out what the case truly is. Wow, the 2 of Cups definitely shows me here that love is in the air, group number 1. The 2 of Cups is one of the most favorable cards when it comes to romance, when it comes to your love life. and it is an indication for true love, a twin flame relationship or soulmate relationship flourishing. And now I see exactly why the Two of Pentacles showed up. I see exactly why you feel torn, because you want to spend more time with this person, group one. You want to spend more time with this person that you're crazy about, that you're infatuated with, and that just overall makes your heart skip a beat. Okay, so in conjunction to the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups definitely shows that you should maybe be focusing a little bit more on work, but your love life is just in such a sweet spot. It's just in such a spicy, amazing place that you don't want to miss a beat, and you're just excited to spend as many moments as you can with another person here in October. We had two cards that popped out of the pile in case you didn't see that, group one. Let's uncover them. Let's reveal exactly what else is coming towards you. The Eight of Pentacles does show me here that you are fully immersed in work or fully immersed in love, which means there isn't that much time for friends and family during the month of October. So you may want to already pre-apologize to them. All of my beautiful souls of group one, you may want to kind of already write some letters or nice text messages to them, making sure that friends and family don't feel neglected, as I do see here in the Eight of Pentacles, that you're using any free time that you have to finish up work projects and to ensure that you're not lagging or slacking behind in work, because you are so infatuated with your love life and things are so juicy and interesting in love for you. The Ace of Pentacles does also show me here that because you're under a little bit of pressure and strain, which is another thing that the Two of Pentacles actually stands for, there being pressure when it comes to deciding between work, between having fun. The Two of Pentacles is definitely a card that speaks of a difficult decision and there being some tension there. And as already mentioned in the Ace of Pentacles, due to there being tension, you are actually being really creative and innovative with your time. And all of a sudden you realize that you have a lot more time than you ever thought. The more pressure that is being put on your work-life balance and on your time management, the more you find creative ways to actually discover or unveil little pockets of time that you didn't even know existed prior to the month of October. So it seems that you needing to get really resourceful with your time in October is actually triggering a really creative and inventive side of you that is able to find time where otherwise you would have said, oh no, I can't find any time or make any time for anything. I am just super cramped and busy and my schedule is full. But somehow in October, you still manage to fit everything into your calendar. Next up, we have a door here that's opening for you. Draw down the moon. Okay, so the forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs. Find us in the wild, good night. So I can definitely see here that a very interesting door is opening for you around the different moon phases. So during the full moon as well as the new moon, you may want to spend some time in nature those days. And one thing that I definitely also do want you to focus on are the possibilities that open up around the full moon especially. So the possibility opening up of you finding a great way to bring your work as well as your love life into a happy, healthy place, marrying both of them and ensuring that one isn't being neglected while the other is thriving. So the new moon brings great creative ideas to you and is definitely a time during which all of a sudden you find a way to fit everything into your schedule, into your calendar in a healthy way. Let's move a little further into your reading to see what else is up in your love life. Dancing. So going out, having fun, that is one way that you could be dancing, group one. But another way that you may be moving your body is dancing at home, maybe in private, putting on your favorite songs and music, dancing to it and kind of like envisioning or imagining that the person who you're so crazy about is right there, and you're giving them a little dance, you're dancing on them, if you will, group number one, and just overall moving your body in a really fun way, maybe also a very sensual type of way that just makes you feel so divinely guided to be authentic and to be unafraid to tap into your sensual side and the side of you that knows like, hey, I've still got it, I'm still attractive. Next up, in connecting with your ancestors, I do see here that this connection with this lover, this connection in love that you're experiencing during the month of October is one that is going to awaken your connection with your ancestors. Speaking about your ancestors, your heritage, your lineage with this person is a big kind of topic that you're bonding over, and it may be because you're from the exact same background. So if, for example, your ancestors went through one hell of a time, the person who you're dating or the person who you have this chemistry with, this romantic chemistry with, their ancestors are most likely connected in that way as well, which means your ancestors are all connected to each other, and you kind of get where they come from and why they grew up the way that they did, and why maybe they have certain preconceived notions. And that doesn't excuse preconceived notions, but at the same time, you can both understand why you have certain judgments about life and scenarios and other people, and that helps you to both strengthen one another and work on any type of judgment that you have and that you've lived with. So we have music show up for you as well, and connecting that to dance and what we spoke about in dance and you moving your body. Music is definitely a very important factor in your love life during the month of October, and music is a very transformative medium that allows you to shift from feeling kind of self-conscious or not so confident to feeling like you can do anything and like you just own the place. So music is something you can use to your advantage, and the universe and your guides, they're definitely telling you to connect through music and maybe even make a playlist of your favorite songs that make you feel so confident, that make you feel like you can do anything and you can be anyone, and like you're really attractive and worthy of love, respectful love. And another great way to connect with music is also to watch music videos. There's so many beautiful bodies of art, is what I would call music videos, really, that you can maybe resonate with if the main character in the music video is someone who you admire, who you think is strong, beautiful, and of whom you'd like a part of reflected in your love life. So definitely use that as a source of inspiration. Furthermore, in rest, October is going to trigger a little bit of a rest response from you, group one. But that is, of course, to be expected if you're filling pockets of time that you didn't even know existed prior to October. And there's so much going on in your love life, so much exciting, fun, amazing stuff. But at the same time, of course, that is going to take some energy out of your energy bank, and you're going to want to refill that. The best way for you to do that, genuinely, group number one, is to go to bed every single night at the same time, and also wake up at the same time, and ensure that you at least have 7 to 8 consecutive hours of sleep, at least, okay? And try to do that as much and as regularly as you possibly can without cheating or without just sleeping really short hours during the week and trying to make up for it over the weekend. There is no way to make up sleep, okay? It's been scientifically debunked. There is no such thing as pre-sleeping or making up for lost sleep during another time. Like, your body feels the impact of not having enough rest, which is most likely also why one of your self-care cards is all about rest and all about rejuvenation. So take that seriously, group number one, as it also helps you in your romantic relationships and your relationships and work with work colleagues. Maybe people who you're studying with, friends and family. So you're a lot less irritable and a lot more able to still be empathetic and compassionate. Next up, we have honoring your feelings in Archangel Haniel. So I do want you to know here that Haniel is supporting you as you honor your emotions, and honoring your emotions definitely also means not shaming your emotions. It means honoring your feelings no matter what those feelings may be. You may feel a little bit ashamed or guilty during the month of October for not having enough time for friends and family because your love life is just in a very intense kind of sensual place. But do know here that honoring all of those feelings and understanding that the fact that you feel something about not always being accessible to others, the fact that you have feelings of wanting to be reflective about your actions and the things that you're doing or not doing, those are all very positive traits that, for example, someone who is a narcissist wouldn't be able to experience. So honor your feelings and the fact that you are mature enough to want to reflect on your feelings and to be able to do that. Next, we have the miracle of prayer. In the miracle of prayer and Archangel Sandalphon, do know here that a great way for you to fully connect with yourself. Sorry, everything's a little bit overlit. Sometimes my camera can be a little bit crazy when we're trying to focus on different cards, but there we go. Everything's back to how it's supposed to be. Do know here in the miracle of prayer that using meditation, prayer, just overall being in your zone is a great way for you to find balance, and it's a great way for you to honor your feelings without shaming yourself and without feeling like you're weak or feeling like you just don't really vibe or connect with your emotions, because we all go through different phases of being moody and being stable. So do know here that having a routine of some sort of like prayer or spiritual practice can really help you. For me, that is definitely yoga, that is definitely morning meditation, and I would highly recommend that for you, Group 1. Next up, in inner power and the Divine Father, I can see here that there's a lot of this masculine energy that is actually really healthy for you during the month of October, because it helps you with decision making, whereas too much feminine energy may have you being a lot more dreamy, daydreamy, and that's just not what you need in October. You have limited availability, space, and time, and making decisions promptly and with confidence is definitely a very important thing. So this inner power oozing out from your Divine Father is something that will serve you immensely. Leave a little star emoji down below in the comment section if you made it to this point of your reading, Group number 1, to let me and others know that you're still here. Next up, we have the Peaceful Warrior, the Archangel Ariel. So in the Peaceful Warrior, I can see here that standing your ground is something that you're doing with peace. You're not in any type of combative mood during the month of October. So rather than arguing or reasoning with anyone, you know what you want, you know right from wrong, and you're not going to argue about that with anybody, no matter how they try to trigger you. So in the Peaceful Warrior, you're definitely a representative of this tribe. You're definitely a representative of the Peaceful Warriors of October, and that again just shows how you are very purely focused on enjoying your love life rather than creating any type of friction. You're just in the moment. You're just trying to enjoy the love. Group 1, you're definitely a lover, not a fighter. So from the postcards, we have one that popped out of the pile. I'm of course going to read you your divine messages. So let's see what they say. You are magic, Group number 1. Dearest you, we know everything in the universe is perfect, even in its flaws, and we view the creations of spirit in total awe. All is unique, yet part of a unity of existence. But the human experience is a little different from ours. You tend to have a specific standard for what you consider ideal, and this isn't serving you right now. So forget your idea of perfection and see through our eyes, allowing things to be as they are without judgment. Don't wait until a perfect moment or mood to start something. Instead, enter life with all its flawsomeness. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Let others be who they are too. Imperfect, human, complex, or simple. It doesn't matter, for there is always something to discover, experience, and love. When you drop the need for an ideal, you uncover the real treasure, which will be far more interesting and valuable. Group 1, I really love this message, this postcard message that you received from your guides. Don't try to chase perfection is what I meant to say, but also don't try to change anyone or anything, including yourself when it comes to love in October. Rather than trying to change anything, just fully experience your love life in all its flawsomeness and allow yourself to be surprised by how something that you've never experienced before in love is actually so refreshing and maybe just what you needed. Next up in Venus, we have the part of you that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables that's being spoken to. Venus is definitely the planet of beauty. It is the planet of success, and also the planet that brings out the side of you that is interested in being with someone in a very sensual type of way. In Saturn, we have the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. So you're not shallow at all when it comes to your love life during the month of October. Of course, part of you is really into the fact that yes, you're having a beautiful earthly experience, a beautiful exchange of energy between your physical body and another person's physical body, and this is an earthly exchange that you are experiencing and enjoying. But at the same time, in Saturn, I can definitely see here that you are, of course, also interested in gaining wisdom and in taking on any new challenges that your love life may bring to you, and doing so in order to gain more experience and gain more wisdom. So whereas in the past you may have shied away from the whirlwind relationship, the whirlwind situationship that you are in October, you're just experiencing, you're letting things happen, and you're not prejudging. You're simply allowing yourself to be an observer of the experience that you're having in love, and that in itself is super beautiful. Last but not least, it is definitely going to be time for you to do a nice little autumnal clean out of your space during the month of October. Maybe also because you're inviting someone home to you, and of course you want your space to be nice, to be inviting, to be clean in the sense of making someone else feel comfortable and welcomed as well. So in cleaning your space, it's essential that you also remove old energies from other people, maybe even past lovers, if you've ever had past lovers in your space, in order to make sure that none of their residual energies are left when you're bringing someone new into your home, your sacred space, your room, your cave, your treehouse, wherever it is that you put your head down at night for now, group number 1. So this is the reading that I received for you, and I truly hope that you enjoyed this. I really honor the time that I got to spend with you. Thank you so much for being here and for being open-minded and just amazing, group 1. That's all I can say. I really hope that you found this insightful and helpful. Let me know down below in the comment section. I love to read every single one of your comments. Know that I'm sending you so much love, and I'll catch you during one of my upcoming predictions. Hello, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the Green Witch Oracle deck in conjunction to the Aquamarine crystal. Let's do a quick close-up of your stone just to get you acquainted with its energy and vibration. This is the beautiful Aquamarine crystal. It comes in all different shades. Some of them are a bit more greenish like this one. Some of them are baby blue. It really depends on the quality as well as their country of origin. But let's move into your reading so we can figure out exactly what's coming towards you during the month of October. So first up, we have the Black Mulberry. In the Black Mulberry, group number 2, I can see that your love life is moving toward wholeness. And we're going to define what wholeness means throughout your reading. We will be focusing on that. We also have the master number 33, which connects to the Black Mulberry. And the number 33 is a special number because it is not only a master number, but it is a number that comes with a lot of manifestation powers and also does show that wholeness doesn't necessarily mean being in a committed relationship. It can also mean having an amazing friend circle and an amazing time with family members to the point where even if you are single in October, you don't mind because your life feels whole already without any type of romantic partner in it. And anyone who should come into your life or may come into your life romantically is an amazing addition to the wholeness that already exists. Let's move further into your reading. We have the P next up. In the P, we have a strong communication, which is leading to the sense of wholeness for you, group number 2. Now, strong communication is definitely something that needs that duality. The P corresponds to the number 2. So we need both parties, 2 people, to be communicating in an efficient and effective way in order to get one another right. So I can definitely see here within the P that this is something that is not only coming from you, but also from the people who you're dealing with during the month of October, which leads to this wholeness, this happiness, this contentness with your life. Next, we have the broccoli. Now, the broccoli, group number 2, shows me that you're stepping into a leadership role and position, which is further helping you feel happy and helping you feel as though everything is where it needs to be. Harmonious types of numbers, that is where we're at in your reading so far. We have the number 2, which corresponds to the P. We have the number 33 for the Black Mulberry, and we have the number 6 for leadership. The number 6 in numerology is a number that stands for charity, for giving, for gratefulness, as well as being there for other people, being someone who is very caring, nurturing, empathetic, and compassionate. Now, the number 6, of course, is a number that goes amazingly with 33 because 33's base number is the number 6, and if you divide 6 by the number with the number 2, you get 3. So there is definitely a big connection here. These numbers fit together beautifully, and it shows overall that there is a flow that's going on in your love life during the month of October that cannot be beat. I mean, after all, we have an oracle deck here with 44 different cards. So what are the odds that you would receive numbers that go together so harmoniously and that all in all show a message of cohesiveness? So group number 2, this is an amazing start to your October love life prediction that just shows that you're really going to be in an amazing spot in your love life. But let's move further into your reading and see what the Mystic Mondays Tarot deck has to say. So first up, we have the Knight of Cups. In the Knight of Cups, we have a water sign, a bit of a cocky, sassy, young water sign. Think Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancerian energy. This may even represent you, group number 2. But I do want you to know here in the Knight of Cups that this person is going to play some sort of significant role in your love life during the month of October. Let's figure out why. We have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. The Seven of Pentacles reversed does show me that in a way you're going to be distracted from your work. They are going to distract you from your work if this is someone that is coming into your life. And they're going to distract you in the best way, because I can see here in connection to the broccoli that you're willingly putting your attention onto your relationship with them. You're willingly focusing on what's happening between you and the Knight of Cups. Next up, we have the Devil. Ooh, group 2. This is getting interesting. This is getting really juicy. So I can definitely see that the Knight of Cups is tempting you in lots of different ways, in sensual ways, as well as I do see here in the Devil that they're almost like a little forbidden fruit. They're almost like someone who you know could potentially be a little bit dangerous, but you're weighing your options. You're weighing whether the fun and the flirt is worth the potential hurt. And I can definitely see that you're deciding to just kind of go for it and to just have fun in the moment, group number 2, and not overthink what the future may bring or may be with them. As we spoke about in the Black Mulberry right at the beginning of your reading with the Master number 33, things are going amazingly well in your social life. So why worry about a lover or a relationship not working out? Because you have people who are going to be there for you regardless, and you have a complete sense of fulfillment in your life. So the worst that could happen is that you get hurt, which is definitely something that you're thinking of. I see that here in the Ten of Swords. You're definitely worried about getting hurt, and you're definitely worried about your love life and a little bit of recklessness affecting how you feel as a whole in your life. So if you are very worried, group number 2, and you're just like a bit of a overthinker, then maybe it's best for you to rethink your connection with the Knight of Cups, or just this person who is making you feel a little bit antsy and taking you away from your work or your studies, and to ask yourself if it's really worth the amount of overthinking that you're doing because of them, or if it's maybe best to kind of step away from that relationship or end it before it gets too crazy. As I can see here within the Tower, wow, group 2, your guides and your angels are talking very clearly about any type of relationship that doesn't feel like it adds to the wholeness. It's not going to be good, group 2. And I have to be honest with you. I mean, obviously, there's a reason why I do not create piles that I just read from. I like to do everything completely live and in a transparent way, and I hope that you can appreciate my transparency and my realness and my honesty in telling you that a relationship during the month of October, starting a relationship, is most likely not the best idea. And one of the main reasons is because you already have wholeness in your life. So in order for someone to be worth any trouble, or in order for someone to be really worthy of your love, your heart, your time, and your energy, they have to be the one. They have to be very special. They can't be someone that takes you away from your work and at the same time is not 100% sure whether they want to play games or whether they want to be committed. There's just friction that I see boiling up there. So in the Tower, do know here that it's okay for you to have fun in October, to talk to someone new. If you want to get physical with someone, do that at your own risk, but also understand here that it's probably best if you use all of the great connections that you have in your life with friends, family, colleagues, people who you're studying with. Use those connections to strengthen them, and not to just go to those people if you're going through heartbreak or a difficult time that could have been avoided. So be very careful in love, as there are definitely some player type people surrounding you during the month of October, trying to get a little piece of you as they can see that you're in a good place. And of course, they're going to want to have a little bit of that energetic frequency around them. In the massage card, allow yourself to get a massage during the month of October. If you've been cheap on yourself, group 2, then consider this the universe and me calling you out and telling you to just finally get the massage, finally get the facial, go get that acupuncture treatment done. I mean, whatever it is that floats your boat, this is a time for you to do it. This is a time for you to really relax, soothe yourself, and also show yourself some self-love. If you're unwilling or unable to spend some money to take care of yourself and to give yourself some nice treatments that you know will make you feel good, there could be some deeper rooted issues there, some underlying reasons why you don't want to give yourself that little bit of extra love, but why you're still eyeing up this person that's clearly trouble. Again, group number 2, not trying to call you out, but kind of trying to call you out a little bit, and to make sure that you're putting yourself and your needs first, and that you're really caring for yourself during the month of October. I can see here that another amazing thing for you to do is to spend time with animals. So go to an animal sanctuary, walk some animals. If you can walk dogs to help out, take care of cats, bring some food, etc. Do know in spending time with animals that a great thing that you can do, group 2, is to just connect with 4-legged, 2-legged, 6-legged creatures, and make sure that you're kind of like staying away from too much human influence per se when it comes to love, as the advice is most likely not going to be all that helpful. In the clean your space card, do understand that cleaning your space is definitely something that will give you a bit of a clearer thought process, because when your space is clean, when your space is in good condition, then it's a lot easier to think. It's a lot easier to feel like you've got yourself under control mentally and like you know what you're doing. Nourishing your temple is another thing to focus on during the month of October, because when you're respectful towards your body by nourishing it with things that actually have lots of vitamins and minerals, then you're showing yourself very consciously that you respect your body, and that can further help you distance yourself from people who don't respect your body the way that they should, or who kind of just see your body as a playground and not as the temple that it really is. So giving yourself loads of time to treat your temple and nourish your temple is a great way to reconnect with your body if you ever feel like that connection has been lost, or if you sometimes get physical, intimate, romantic with another person in a self-harming way. And by self-harming, I mean being around someone who you know is emotionally unavailable or doesn't see your body as the beautiful temple that it truly is and doesn't honor it. That is really an act actually of self-deprecation, of hurting yourself, really. I can see here within the lime, on a way lighter note, group 2, that luck is on your side, okay? As long as you listen to your messages, and as long as you make sure that you're steering clear of anyone who you know is kind of like a bit of a player or bad news, luck is definitely on your side in love. And the Kent Pumpkin shows me that while this is a month where focusing on yourself and your productivity is definitely at the forefront, you may still be lucky enough towards the end of the month to meet someone that you can carry into November as well as December, and connect with them on an even deeper and more intimate level during the upcoming months. So having luck and the lime basically be on your side, group number 2, that is always an amazing indication of what's to come next in your love life, and it's something that you can focus on if you feel kind of down or low. The miracle of forgiveness, the Archangel Jeremiel, does show me here that when you go through something where you feel like another person has let you down, if you've been played in love, which, I mean, we've all been played at one point in time. It doesn't matter who you are. You've been ghosted, you've been played, you have been put through the ringer. In the miracle of forgiveness, know here that October is a great time for you to forgive those people if you still hold a little bit of a grudge, but also to completely let go of any hold that they still have on you. So if you still think about some mean things that people have done to you in the past, Don't just say, oh, I shouldn't be thinking of it and move on. Actually let go of it. Actually do something in order to create a little ritual that will just let you forget about it for good rather than sweep it under the rug, and that will let you process it in a very healthy and humane type of way. In the miracle of nature, reconnecting with nature, being in nature is where you can forget, where you can forgive. And by forgetting, I don't mean moving on and not learning the lessons so that you don't get hurt in the future. I mean by like moving on and reconnecting with nature and forgetting about people who have hurt you. It is a great place for you to be in nature, to reconnect with nature, maybe even light a little campfire or listen to a song that you feel resonates with the emotion of letting go for you, group number 2, and just say to yourself, I'm just going to walk for the next 10 minutes through nature, through the forest, or I'm just going to sit here and watch this letter that they wrote me or this email I printed out, whatever it is. I'm just going to watch it burn in the campfire and know that I release any type of ties that I still had to a lover or a situationship that I have not forgiven yet, so that I can continue to embrace the wholeness that I have been gifted and that I have been blessed by in my love life. Because group 2, your love life has so much amazing potential during the month of October. It's definitely a well-rounded kind of look. It's just very important for you to not get carried away by people who look really amazing but are emotionally unavailable, and people who talk a great talk but don't walk their talk. So beware of that, and definitely try to proceed with caution when it comes to sharing your temple with anyone who you're not quite sure honors it as much as you know they should. So group 2, we are at the end of your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a little pumpkin emoji down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for spending this divine time and space with me. I loved connecting with you, and I really hope that if this resonated, that you are able to leave a comment down below to let me and others know what really hit home for you and where you found that you had that aha moment and epiphany during your reading. Thank you so much for being here once again and sharing this divine time and space with me, and I'll catch you during an upcoming video. Hello, group number 3, and welcome to your October singles love life prediction. You chose the Affirmations tarot deck in conjunction to the Amazonite. So first up, let's do a little close-up of the crystal of your choice. This is the gorgeous Amazonite that you chose. It is just this beautiful baby blue stone, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Let's move into your reading in order to figure out exactly what's coming towards your love life during the month of October, shall we? First up, we have the 9 of Wands. So all of my beautiful souls in group 3, I can definitely see that some situation is giving you a run for your money. In the 9 of Wands, I can definitely see here that there's a lot going on for you. A lot of your passion projects, but also work projects are coming to a culmination. So you feel as though you're kind of a little bit all over the place, which may not leave that much time for your love life. In the 6 of Swords, I do also see here that you're going from a place that was a little bit more of choppier waters, so to say, if you're sailing, to an area where smooth sailing is prevalent and you feel as though, okay, things are moving back to normality. So October is definitely going to start off with a bang, okay? It's going to start off with a lot for you to do, a lot for you to plan and to get done, but then towards the middle to end of October, it's going to be more smooth sailing, and you're going to feel as though you can finally relax and kind of just calm down from the craziness and the hustle and bustle that's been going on in your life. and make more time for love and romance. Next up, we have the Fool. So the Fool corresponds to the number 0, which is the very first card of the major arcana in the tarot, in case you didn't know, but I explained that all in a lot more detail in my How to Become a Great Tarot Reader course. I'll leave my course link down below in the description box. I only have 5-star reviews on my online course, so if you're interested in learning the tarot, that is like the best resource possible. And the Fool, do know here that this speaks of a new beginning for you in October when it comes to your love life, and just overall understanding what you're capable of, where your limits lie, and also that your limits are probably a lot higher than you thought that they were. This is definitely something that allows you to start the new and fresh cycle that's coming up for you, feeling strong, feeling elevated, courageous, and like there's nothing that can really hold you back or get you down. And this definitely makes for a more confident you when it comes to love. We have 2 cards that popped out of the pile of cards that popped right out of the deck. We're going to look into those in a second, but finishing off here with the Fool, you're definitely going to find that you're more body confident and not necessarily like body positive, because you don't even feel the need to feed into body positivity. You're just like, this is my body, I honor it, I cherish it, and I'm only going to be with someone who honors my body just as much as I honor it and shows it the necessary respect. Group 3. Next up, we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords definitely shows me some strong air sign energy. In case you didn't know, the suit of swords corresponds to the element of air, and the Knight of Swords is someone with a lot of phallic energy. Phallic energy is masculine energy. Masculine energy means that they aren't afraid to push forward, to lunge forward, to get things done, and also maybe to even be a little bit in over their head with certain projects and be very direct about their feelings, their emotions, and what they are going through. Oh, we actually had 3 cards that popped right out of the pile. I only just noticed that now. Let's move further into it. We have the Chariot. The Chariot definitely shows me that your love life is moving in a concise and very consecutive type of direction. Ooh, okay, we also have the Lovers. What are the odds that you receive the Chariot as well as the Lovers? We have the number 6 in conjunction to the Lovers, as well as the number 7 in conjunction to the Chariot. So I can see here that you're definitely moving towards love, you're moving towards romance. The Lovers card, of course, indicates that you spending time with someone who truly appreciates your presence and who you feel very comfortable with. This person is someone who you can spend time with without even saying much, like literally just sitting together, holding hands, watching a movie, just hanging out. That is all that you need. You don't need any type of fancy add-ons or additions or fancy dates. You just love one another's present. And the Chariot here shows me that you are both on the same wavelength and you want the same things in life. You want the same things moving forward, group number 3, which is a really great indication of this person and just overall the relationship that you have, the relationship that is prevalent romantically in October for you. Next up, we have Chiron. So in Chiron, I do see here that your healing power, empathy, and ability to teach or learn remedies is going to be of great help to you during the month of October, especially when you're kind of a little bit all over the place at the beginning, like we spoke about here in the 9 of Wands, and you feel stressed out. You're trying to get all of the things done on your to-do list that you know need to be tended to or tended towards in the Cancerian. I can see here that there is very emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving energy present for you in and around your life during the month of October. And this type of Cancerian energy is definitely energy that helps in romantic relationships, but also platonic ones. So do know here that Cancer energy is going to have a strong impact and influence on your life during the month of October. So look out for any Cancerians that may be around you, that may be impacting you in some way, shape, or form. Next, we have the Peaceful Warrior. So in the Peaceful Warrior, I can see here that by no means are you trying to kind of combat or fight against the things that are on your to-do list. I can see that in connection to the Six of Swords, that you're really actually in a state of being devoted to no more procrastinating, to no longer putting things on the back burner, to no longer putting things just on your wait list and procrastination becoming a thing of the past. You may actually even be like reading blog posts, advice, some sort of book about how you can be more productive, effective, and continue to push forward instead of procrastinate. So the Peaceful Warrior definitely shows me that rather than beating yourself up about not doing things as quickly as you could, you're all about informing yourself and learning about how you can become better and gently encouraging yourself to be better. In opening your heart in the Archangel Chamuel, definitely ensure that you're kind to yourself at all times. You are devoted to practicing that. I can see that in the Peaceful Warrior, but at the same time, sometimes you need to be reminded that just because you're not filling every single day with every like productive task that you possibly can, just because not every second of your life is filled with you doing something that is seen as work or being productive, that is not a bad thing. Like, being overly productive is something that can tip the scales into burnout and being very unhealthy and turn into a compulsion where it actually becomes impossible for you to rest. It becomes impossible for you to take a step back and simply just enjoy life, or simply just enjoy doing nothing. So try to not get too addicted to the feeling of getting things done or of constantly looking busy. Next, in unconditional love, this is the type of love that is being extended to you by another person in October, and that the universe is trying to encourage you to extend to yourself as well. Group number 3, unconditional love. No matter how much you get done, no matter how long your to-do list is or how many times you've procrastinated, that doesn't make you unworthy of love, or that doesn't mean that you're not as deserving of love, care, and attention. When comparing that to a version of yourself that gets a lot done or is super productive, do not base your self-worth or value on how many things that you accomplish or tick off of your to-do list. That has nothing to do with whether you're deserving of love or not. You are group number 3, in case you were ever wondering. And I do want you to know here in the Divine Mother that giving yourself unconditional love is most likely also going to encourage you to pick a partner that gives you unconditional love, and to no longer waste your time with anyone who is like a conditional lover, with anyone who kind of likes you until they don't, or until you have expectations and standards that they are violating and you speak up. It's very important for you to give yourself the unconditional love of also being okay walking away from relationships where you feel like you're being shamed, or where you feel as though people are not respecting your boundaries. Next, we have the Archangel Jeremiel. So in the Archangel Jeremiel, definitely allow yourself to be helped and to understand the process of forgiveness. Your Archangel is here to teach you some valuable lessons about forgiveness, and how forgiveness is not a gift that you give to someone else. It doesn't mean you're letting someone's crappy actions off the hook. It's just all about giving yourself the gift of letting go of whatever happened to you still having an effect on you, or still having any power over you. Because there is definitely a lot of truth in the story of 2 men or 2 monks who came to this river, and there was a woman who asked to be carried over it. One of the monks said, "I can't, it goes against my belief system." The other one did carry her over the river. She said thank you. They parted ways, and a couple days or hours later, the monks spoke to each other, and the monk who refused to help the woman over the river, across the river stream, was really angry at the one who did, and said, "Hey, why did you do that? You know that goes against our belief system." And the monk who helped the woman, the lady, over the stream, says to him, "Well, I might have helped her over the stream momentarily, and that may have gone against our belief system, but I let go of her there. However, like, you've been carrying her with you ever since then, because the monk who did not help the lady over the stream has not been able to let go and has not been able to really embrace the act of forgiveness and give themselves that gift. And therefore they had this very heavy kind of energy that they were carrying around with them, which didn't harm the woman. It didn't harm the monk who helped the woman. It didn't do anything to those people. It only affected the one who continued to think about it negatively. So use that little story as a kind of reminder of what the gift of forgiveness can look like for yourself, and also, most importantly, the gift of letting go of anger or of feeling betrayal, of feeling like someone didn't hold up their end of the bargain. Next up, we have the sweet corn. So in the sweet corn, group number 3, do know here that when it comes to your love life in the month of October, doing some rituals here is going to help you. And by rituals, I mean full moon and new moon rituals. It will help you reset and also center yourself, making yourself ready to open up to someone and not be afraid of what another human being may think about your deepest and innermost thoughts. Next, we have the carrot. The carrot does show me that clarity is an important part of October in your love life, finding clarity from another person. And I can definitely see here that clarity is also something that is very much sought after when it comes to you, group number 3. So if you're the type of person who does not like to expose themselves too much, or you kind of like to keep things very private, I can see in the carrot as well as the sweet corn that people want more of you in October, especially romantically speaking. You're being called to open up more, to be more honest about what you're going through, how you're feeling, and also your desires, your wishes, your dreams. The ritual corresponds to the number 10 in the sweet corn. The number 10 has the base number 1. And the carrot comes with the number 1 as well. So we have the number 1 as a number of initiation. The number 1 stands for fresh beginnings, fresh journeys, but also those journeys being initiated by you. So definitely know here that opening up as well as creating little rituals to gain confidence in yourself is something that can help you a lot. And rituals in romantic relationships can be very helpful as well, because you can always return back to those. Like, for example, for me, I really love to create the ritual in my partnership of doing this thing called like blanket talk, group number 3, where it's like, you go under a blanket and you just tell your partner how you truly feel, like your deepest and like innermost private thoughts that you otherwise would maybe feel too vulnerable or too embarrassed to talk about. So this is an example of a ritual that you can start to cultivate for yourself, but also in a relationship that is just gaining traction. Next, we have this really divine, beautiful blue door. We have the secret sketches. Wander and seek the familiar and friendly kind. Draw memories and sketches for others to find. So I can definitely see here in these secret sketches that you are being called to be unafraid, to wander, be unafraid to find something that looks familiar yet very unfamiliar, that is inviting, but at the same time also very elusive and magical, and to not be worried to walk through a new opportunity or new door with another human being, hand in hand, and try something completely new. Next up, we have the distant dream. In the distant dream, I can see the distance calls your heart to roam free as you dare to dream it, so must it be. Definitely ensure that you're dreaming big and that you're allowing yourself to dream when it comes to love, group number 3. I feel like society has been moving into this direction where we're going from the extreme of a prince on like a white horse to the extreme of the stereotypical bad boy or bad girl being the ideal in love, someone who doesn't treat us as well as they should, or someone who just kind of has this attitude of I don't care all that much, or feelings don't matter all that much. I think you understand what I mean, group number 3. But do know here with the distant dream that there are still people out there, good people, who want to be in committed relationships, who don't want to hurt you, who don't want to be in a relationship with a severe power imbalance, or one person just always putting up with another person's bad behavior. And this is definitely not too much for you to expect from a partner or your love life. So if you have anyone trying to shame you into being in a relationship that is unhealthy, or that entails you being disrespected or mistreated, definitely don't start to gnaw or chew away at your dreams. Look at that person in a more skeptical manner and ask yourself why they may feel that way. Maybe they're jealous. Maybe all that they ever experienced in their life was toxic, unhealthy relationships, so they think nothing else exists out there. But trust me, group number 3, there are still people in circulation who want the same things that you do out of a relationship, and you are definitely going to be able to find that person, but you have to continue to believe that they exist. So group number 3, this is the reading that I received for you. I hope that you found it insightful and that it hit home. Let me know down below in the comment section what resonated most with you. And of course, also leave a carrot emoji down below in the comment section to let me and others know that you made it all the way to the end. I hope that you're doing amazing, group number 3. Don't forget to check out my How to Become a Great Tarot Reader online course, as well as all of my beautiful crystal jewelry and the code that I provided you for this video specifically. So this is like a secret code for all of my singles for October. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you during one of my upcoming predictions. Hello, group number 4, and welcome to your October singles prediction. So you chose the Gentle Heart Tarot deck in conjunction to the Pyrite. Let's do a quick close-up of the crystal of your choice. This is the beautiful Pyrite, also known as the Fool's Gold. Those names are interchangeable because, as you may have already guessed, the stone looks like it could be a piece of gold. So let's move into your reading using the Gentle Heart Tarot deck, which is actually the tarot deck that I authored and that I came up with. It has this beautiful rose gold gilded detailing everywhere, and it is really the most high-end deck out there. So I'll leave the link to it down below in the description box. I'm so proud of having created and authored my own tarot deck, and I definitely want to share my hard work with you. So let's move into your reading to figure out exactly what's coming towards you. We have the 7 of Cups as well as the Strength card. So group number 4, I can see immediately that when it comes to your love life during the month of October, you have lots of different choices. You could be sad, you could be down, you could feel exhilarated, but what you're choosing to do is to lean into your strength, and you're choosing to be mature. You're choosing to be the bigger person in every given situation, and also to not put yourself in a compromised position for anybody, and a position that would leave you feeling like you're allowing someone to disrespect you. That is not happening. That is not a vibe for you, group number 4. You are ensuring that you keep your self-worth and your self-respect intact, no matter the situation or the circumstance, because there's really nobody who is worth you compromising your self-respect and the fact that you have values, that you have standards, and that your integrity is important to you. The 4 of Crystals definitely also shows me that there is an air of stability that surrounds you and that surrounds your love life. So you will either be in a relationship or situationship with somebody that is very stable, where you both want the same thing, that is a committed relationship and partnership, or you will be by yourself still in October, single. I mean, we have yet to find out. We are right at the start of your October singles prediction, but either way, no matter the situation, you will find stability in it, you will find strength in that situation, and you will find that the situation leaves you feeling strong in the sense of you knowing what you want and you're not going to compromise, nor are you in a situationship where you're on shaky grounds and you don't really know where you stand. It is the complete opposite. The Four of Crystals shows me that you know exactly where you stand during the month of October, which gives you even more confidence. The Judgment card does also describe you rather being alone than being in a relationship that does not reflect who you are as a person and how far that you've come. You want an equal, you want a partner that can match your strength and your energy and can match the type of maturity that you have worked so hard to achieve. You don't want someone who you constantly need to drag along or who constantly needs to be reminded of the fact that you are not little children, of the fact that you don't have time to play games. Moving further into your reading, we have the Lovers, which is a very favorable card to show up in your love life prediction for October. The Lovers does show me that there is a chance for you to meet your twin flame, your soulmate, your forever partner. The Lovers card is a card that represents love, that is respectful of all parties involved, and that is built on a foundation of trust. So the Lovers being here connected to Judgment as well as the Seven of Cups does show me that should there be a relationship, the only relationship that is possible in October is one that is mutually beneficial, respectful, that highlights your strength and maturity, and that gives you a solid ground and foundation to stand on. There are no quick romances or love affairs that are coming for you in October. There are no games that are being played with anyone and not with you. And there's definitely no ghosting that's happening. Next up, we have the Leo card. One thing that a lot of people don't really recognize about Leos is just how generous and warm-hearted that Leos can be. And I can see that while their energy is very flamboyant, dramatic, proud, and passionate, it is definitely also the type of energy that speaks of love and loyalty. In connectivity to the Strength card, we have the Lion show up twice for you, group number 4. Leave a lion emoji down below in the comment section to let me and others know that you're still here and that of course you chose group number 4. And do know here that this is a symbol of strength. This is a symbol of not compromising who you are in order to satisfy another person's ego urges or another person's agenda. And that you being so strong, this is definitely something that I'm really proud to read for you, group number 4, that I'm really proud to have the universe communicate to us about your love life in October, because it definitely shows here that you have grown so much as a person and that you don't need approval of anyone if that goes against your beliefs. Next, we have the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords does also show me here that there is a little bit of a dark cloud which is present for you during the month of October. I can see here in the Seven of Swords that this has to do with communication with certain people. We're going to find out exactly who this dark cloud represents, what kind of person that they are. We have the Ten of Wands. I can see that this is something that is weighing very heavily on you, and this is maybe a situation that you've been dealing with for a while, and October is the month where there is just one straw that breaks the camel's back, so to say. So it's very important for you to ensure that anyone who you're having communication issues with, be it, for example, someone who you were talking to romantically, who's been on and off with you, who's been hot and cold, ghosting you, who you're maybe not sure of, know that ties will be cut with that person, as the whole vibe for October for you has nothing to do with being played or ghosted or being in a relationship where stability is missing. So if right now or at the time of watching this video, you are still in a predicament with someone where you haven't defined what the relationship is or how it's moving forward, that is most likely going to end, group number 4. And if this does represent a family member or a friend who you're having troubles dealing with, definitely know here that staying away from them would be helpful to you in October. As I can see here in the World card, which is one of the most favorable cards in the entire tarot deck, that on the other side of having to deal with them and having to deal with their drama, we have blessings, we have fulfillment, we have you having everything that you need and not wanting for anything, not feeling like you're short of absolutely anything. And embracing Leo energy around you during the month of October is the healthiest thing that you can do. If you are a Leo yourself, group number 4, then you know why so many lions showed up within your reading. However, if you're not a Leo, do know here that embracing that Leo friend or lover, the Leo energy that you may have in your birth chart, is something that you can benefit from greatly during the month of October. So don't show any type of weakness. October is definitely about being fully embodied in your strength and not allowing for anything, any situation to make you second guess how strong that you can really be. Next up, we have the Archangel Uriel. So in the Archangel Uriel, you shining your light, being helped by Archangel Uriel to shine your light within the world, shine your light into this world, is a big part of October for you. So while during certain periods of your life, you may have felt a little bit self-conscious to wear that very loud outfit or to just be the way that you naturally are, I see that in October you're not making any excuses, nor are you going to make yourself feel or look smaller for anybody. The Archangel Uriel definitely shows me here that you're all about embracing yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, all of it, but you are unapologetic about your flaws and everything that you're capable of, and also your external beauty. You're fully embracing it and standing by it. The inner voice does show me here that your angels are guiding you through your inner voice. So it's almost like you're being whispered to, like you're being spoken to by your angels in October when it comes to your love life, group number 4. So listen closely and pay close attention to any type of gut feelings or hunches that you may get that make you want to take certain decisions more seriously and others more lightly. So if you have to make a decision about love and your gut feeling is telling you something during the month of October, you're most likely being spoken to and communicated with through your angels, and it's essential for you, all of my beautiful souls of group 4, to listen to that, as they have valuable information that will help you moving forward. Soaking in a bath is a great thing to do to increase the likelihood of you staying as confident as your angels and guides want you to stay, and to keep up that Leo energy, that fire sign energy that surrounds you. Alone time is something that can also further help you embrace your light and shine your light into the world, group number 4. So don't be afraid of alone time. This is sometimes a situation in which Leos can struggle, because Leos definitely are social beings. They are good with other people, they're good with other signs, so being alone isn't always the easiest thing and can definitely bring out thoughts of self-doubt as well as thoughts of fear. But try to just journal through that, try to meditate through that, and to not let any thoughts that aren't helpful get to you. Your intuition is on point. We've already established that in the inner voice that we spoke about earlier, as we spoke about your angels speaking directly to you in October, and angel signs being a part of what is happening for you during the month of October. So it's very important for you to keep in mind here that there may be a lot of synchronicities as well that pop up for you, be it through numbers or just symbols, okay? A symbol that is reoccurring for you is not only the lion, as you already left the lion emoji down below, but there are definitely other synchronicities like the base number 1. We have the number 28 here in intuition. And for the number 28, the base number is 1. We have the same here for soaking in a bath. which comes with the number 46. The base number of this is also a 1. In the 10 of Wands, we have the base number being 1. There is a lot of energy here that speaks of the base number 1 being prevalent within your life. So continuously seeing the number 111, either checking the clock at 11 past 11 p.m. or a.m. These are all different signs that you can look out for. Group number 4, that will definitely indicate that your angels are speaking directly to you. So let's pull a postcard for you as your last piece of information and advice for your love life during the month of October. So no cards have popped out yet, but the deck is definitely a little bit temperamental with you. So we have Be Fearless. This works so beautifully with all of our lion symbolism and everything that we've spoke of. So let me read your postcard to you. Dearest you, on Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself and the world. So to get the answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can be true? Can you see the truth that spirit is in all things? Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are like blueprints for co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about you, a story of courage, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, and grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about it. So make sure they're stories you are proud of. Genuine, loving fan club. I absolutely love this postcard for you, group number 4. This is so fitting, so beautiful. Your angels are definitely speaking directly to you about the month of October. So don't compromise your being. Don't compromise who you are as a person. You are beautiful and worthy of embracing, and it's essential that you surround yourself with people who allow you to shine your light, feel comfortable, and be yourself, and who appreciate your amazing energy and your amazing courage that you're displaying during the month of October. So group 4, this is the reading that I received for you. I hope that you found it insightful and that it hit home for you. Leave a comment down below letting me know which part of the reading really resonated. Make sure that you check out my jewelry sale that is exclusive to this singles October prediction. So know that the only way that you would know about this is through watching this video, so make use of this opportunity. And once again, thank you so much for spending this divine time and space with me, and I'll connect with you during one of my upcoming predictions.